So inshallah we're going to start. We are learning what we recite during the Salat, so we understand what we are actually saying in the prayers. So today inshallah we'll learn what we dua that we recite when we are in the sitting position, which is called qaida. After the sujood, the second and the fourth rakat, we sit down and recite the dua, which starts with the words at-tahiyyatu. So inshallah we'll try to understand the meanings and breakdown of these words here. But before I start on that one, there is a rule that I want to explain, that if you have these three letters, ha, mim and dal, and the meaning of these is to praise, if I put an alif between the second and the third letter and pronounce as hamidun, this is a doer, a person who is doing the hamd or praising. Okay, hamidun, important thing is that last letter has two pesh or two dhammas and pronounced with a noon, hamidun. Also, this word is used for masculine. If a female is praising or doing hamd, then the word for that is, we add a letter after that, this one. Everything is same except that we add this letter with the two pesh, and this letter is actually ta or te. But what we do, we round this thing up and it looks like this. Okay, so this is called regular ta or regular te, and this is called goal or round, or in Arabic it is called ta. Ta is actually te, marbuta. So this is the name of this ta marbuta. The characteristic of this letter is that it brings the feminine nature. Okay, so the word hamidatun is a feminine person who is doing the praise of someone. So the distinction between a male and a female is, male has last letter with the two pesh, and female has this round ta or ta marbuta with the two pesh. The sound is hamidun. When you stop, you say hamid. When you stop, you make the sound of these two pesh as the sound of sukoon or jazm. So you pronounce hamid. Okay, but when you pronounce this, the full pronunciation is hamidatun. But if you stop, you pronounce this last ha as the last ta as the sound of ha with a fataha. So you say Hamidah. That's common name, masculine and feminine name. Hamid is a masculine name. Hamidah is a feminine name, but the full word is Hamidatun. When we stop, we convert the ta into ha. Okay, that's the rule. Now, if you have more than one person, male, who are praising, so how do we make the plural of that? We just follow this, except that we add a vav and a noon at the end. Noon is actually the sound of this tanween anyway. So hamiduna. Hamiduna means many males who are doing the hamd. How do we make the plural of this word? This is the way plural is made. You keep mi, these words up to this point. Then what you do, you add an alif there after dal. And then this ta here, you open this to a regular ta here. Okay, no more round ta. So in the plural, the word is pronounced hamidatun. Hamiduna, Muslimuna, Munafiquna, we use that word all the time. Hamidat, Salihat, Tayyibat, those are the words. But the important thing is that the last letter, this ta, round ta, opens up into the regular ta or regular te. So keep these two things in mind. This is the word we will be learning mostly in this surah, in this dua. So keeping that in mind, let's just start with the first word, at-tahiyyatu. So the root letters are ha, ya and ya. The meaning of these three letters is to live. And the word we know hayat is from the same three root letters, living. Okay. Now, if I put a ta in the beginning and keep these three letters, and these two are similar letters, so I'm going to put it shadda, which means tashdid, and ya, and then I add it. Okay, the other thing I want to point out that this ta marbuta, when this comes as the last letter of a word and it is joined, so this is written this way. Okay, this is just writing, everything is the same. So here I put this ta marbuta with these two, which is the same as this one, and pronounce as ta hayyatun. Where shadda is there, put it fataha. So when we create this word, from this word just by adding a ta and making it a feminine word. So the meaning of this word is greeting. This is a noun and the meaning is to greet, greeting. So one singular word, feminine word, tahiyyatun, means greeting, one greeting only, okay? Tahiyyatun, okay? Now let's make the plural of that, okay? So the rule of the plural was that we keep everything same, we add an alif there and open up this last ta in a regular ta, okay? So this will be ta hayya, same, alif and ta with this thing, tahiyyatun, tahiyyatun, plural. So the meaning is greetings. Okay. Now let's make it as some specific by putting al before that. Okay. Al will bring the meaning. So this word is greetings now. And this will bring the meaning the greetings, which means the ultimate greetings, the complete, all the greetings, all everything. Now pronounce this one. You have a ta here and you have a lam. Ta is a shamsi letter, so when you combine this, ta will kill the sound of lam and double up its own sound. So this sukoon or jazm will go, but a shadda will come here. Okay. So now combine alif with the ta, at, ta, hayyatun. But al does one more thing, it removes one page, so it becomes at-tahiyyatu. That's the first word in when we sit down, we say at-tahiyyatu. The greetings, all the greetings, the ultimate greetings, all of them, that's the word. Now the word after that is Allahu, and we put a harf-e-jar before that, which is lam. Okay. When we put a kasra here, li, this means for. What harf-e-jar does? It looks at the last letter and changes pesh into a zer. Then you read them together, you do not pronounce the alif. So it becomes lillahi. Lillahi means for Allah. Lillahi, for Allah. Now what we do, this little line here, there, has no harkat. So we move this harkat there and get rid of all these things. Okay. So this is the word lillahi, for Allah. All the greetings, are for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah, as is mentioned, is a lafz jalala. So all the greetings you can present all the, now what is the greetings? It's like a statement of welcoming someone. Okay, so we are saying we are going to now sit down after making sajda, and now we are going to say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are talking to him, we are addressing to him, and we are saying, it may include, in the greeting you can say anything. Okay, so you're starting with saying all the greetings that we want to greet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are only for lillahi Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have a question?
Yes. The ta that's added to hayyatun on the very
Yeah.
end. The hayyatun is the word greeting, but if you add ta, it usually means to make it present or future.
No, this is a noun.
Okay.
That's a grammar. That's a verbal grammar.
So
Okay.
that word includes ta.
Yeah, we are making noun here, we are not making the past tense or present or future tense. Okay, so this ta is making it a noun. Okay, and those rules don't apply here. Okay, so we said all the greetings are for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, then after that we are repeating something. We are saying the next word is swad, lam, and waw. These are the next three letters, swad, lam, and waw. Okay, the meaning of this is to pray. Okay, now we are going to make a noun. Nouns are made at all different rules. There is no fixed rule to make this. So this word, this is the way noun is made. We put a fatah on the first letter, saw, and then fatah on the, or zabar on the second letter, lam, and then we add an alif, which is called the short alif. We write down it next to the lam. So the word becomes salah. Salah. Waw is not pronounced. Okay. Then we add a ta marbuta with two pesh or two dhamma. So the words become salatun. Okay. Salatun. This is a feminine word. Okay, because it is a ta marbuta at the end. And what's the meaning of this word? Prayer. Singular, feminine word, salatun, prayer. Okay, make the plural of that one. Okay, what's the rule of making plural? You keep everything there, add an alif here, which we're going to add the alif there, and the round ta will open to a regular ta. Okay, two pesh will remain there. Now in order to pronounce this waw with the alif, we have to put a fatah or zabar there, so it becomes salawatun. Salawatun means prayers. Okay, it's a plural. Now put the al before that. Okay, the prayers. Okay, what will al do? First thing I will do will remove one pesh, so it will become to. Again the same thing, swad is a shamsi letter, it will kill the sound of lam and add a shadda on its own, so it become asu salawatu. That's the word in the pronouns we say in there. All the prayers. Okay, now we have used the word lillahi, so that is going to apply to this one also. Okay, all the greetings are for Allah. Waw means and in between. As-salawa, or so when we pronounce with the waw, we pronounce was-salawatu. Okay, but it is waw is separate. So we are saying all the prayers now belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All the greetings belong to Him. By using the word Allah, lafz jalala, one time in between. After that, prayers are also going to belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's look at the third word that we are going to say.
So the salawat and salat, those are two different.
Plural. Salawatu is plural. Salat is singular.
But written the same way.
No, I put an alif and opened the round ta. Salatun was singular. One prayer. And then when I made the plural, I added alif in there and opened the round ta to the regular ta. So it becomes plural of the prayers. Okay? Now, let's look at the third one. Third one, root letters are ta, ya, and ba. Okay? This means to purify. Okay? So we make the noun this way. Tayyeba. Tayyeba, it's a feminine word. So I'm going to put a ta marbuta at the end with two pesh. So what is tayyibatun? Tayyibatun means pure. Anything that can be pure is tayyib. Full word is tayyibatun. It's a feminine word. Singular, feminine. Make a plural of that. What's the rule? You put an alif here and open at this ta. So this will become tayyibatun. Tayyibatun, pure, plural of pure can be pure, but you can say all pure. Okay? Now do the same thing. Put al before that. Okay? Al will do the same thing. We'll remove one pesh from here. And ta will become double and lam will go away. So you pronounce at-tayyibatu. All the pure words, all the good words that can be said belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Lillahi, for Allah. Anything that good you can say, any pure words, pure statements, best things you can say, all are included in at-tayyibatu. They all belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So first part of this dua is that we are praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by using three different words. Greetings, prayers, and all the good words. So that is the tarif and dua towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. After that, we turn our attention somewhere else. So let's look at what is that. Assalamu alayka. Okay. So here, the root letters are Seen, Lam, and Mim. And the noun, one of the nouns is Salamun. Salamun generally translated as peace, but it's a word of greeting or expressing your blessing to someone. Salamun. Okay. So just say peace on this one. Okay. Then you put al before that. Okay. Al will do the. The peace. Al will remove one pesh. Again the same thing. Seen will double up. Lam will go away. Assalamu. The peace. Okay. Now, who are we addressing now? First we are using the word Allah means upon. Allah means upon. And ka means you. Okay, now at this point we don't know who this you is. Okay. So when you combine these two words together, they are pronounced and written as alayka. Alayka. Alayka means upon you, which you don't know. The peace be upon you. Okay. Who is you? Now we are going to define next that. Okay. The one distinction that happens, ya is used to address someone as a harf nada, and it means oh. you're saying, oh, you, the person, you use ya. When the next word has al before that, then instead of using ya, we used ya ayyuha. Meaning is same thing, except that in the usage, ayyuha. If the next word doesn't have al, then you say ya akhi, okay? But if the next word has al, then we don't use ya, we use a bigger word, ya ayyuha. Meaning is still same o, okay? Why we are using the ya? Because the word is noon, ba and ya, nabi. And the meaning is that to inform, okay? We make the noun from this, nabiyun. Nabiyun is the informer. The one who informs you, one who gives the good news to you or any news to you is called nabiyun. When we stop in Urdu, we say nabi. Actually, the ya has two, last letter has two yas in it. So the full word is nabiyun. Two, we have to pronounce twice the ya letter, this la ya. We just say nabi, but in Arabic, it is nabiyun. So ya is being pronounced twice. That's the reason I put a shadda there. Nabi means prophet. Then you put al before that. Al means the prophet. And al will remove one page from there. Now the same thing you pronounce. This lam is not pronounced, but noon is pronounced twice. An-nabiyyu. An-nabiyyu has al before that. That's the reason we are going to use ya ayyuha. Then you combine ya ayyuha with an-nabiyyu, so it will be ya ayyuhan nabiyyu. O you the prophet. Assalamu alayka, peace be upon you, salam be upon you, O prophet. And who is prophet? Because we are using al, the prophet. And in our mind, this is the prophet of Islam. Okay? So first we praised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we turned our attention towards the prophet and we sent salam upon him. Salamu alayka, you, like you're talking to him, you're saying, prophet, O prophet, peace be upon you, salam be upon you. So we don't stop there. We add another praise for the prophet by saying wa rahmatullahi. Again, ra, ha, mim are the root letters to have mercy. Again, the word is rahmatun. Notice that it has a ta marbuta at the end, so it's a feminine word. So rahmatun is again a feminine word. Okay, but when in Urdu we say rahmat, which is the same thing. We stop here, we say rahmat. Okay, so now you combine with the word of lafz jalala, Allahu. Okay, then you put off in between. You combine these two words as a rule of izafa. The rule is that first letter will lose one page, so it will become rahmatu. Second will become kasra or zair. Read them together, don't pronounce alif in between. Rahmatullahi, those are the exact words. Waw is in between. Wa rahmatullahi, and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O Prophet, be salam upon you, and be the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you. Alayka will apply here also. Third thing we are saying, wa barakatuhu. So root letters are ba, ra and kaf, and the meaning is to have blessing. Okay, barakatun is the noun, baraka, and again tun, feminine word. Okay, barakatun means blessing. Then we are adding who here, and who is he, and this he is pointing to again Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so when you combine these two, one page will go away. Who does not change. Barakatuhu, his blessing be upon you. So we are doing three things to the Prophet. First we are saying as-salam, then we are saying rahmatullah upon you, and then third thing we're saying the blessing of Allah upon you. Okay? We use the word Allah one time, rahmatullahi, but who is pointing to this time to this Allah? This word Allahi. Okay? Then, so second topic is done. Then we turn our attention to a third thing. And then what we say? As-salamu, the same words. But this time, Allah means upon, but na means we. Okay? So now you combine these together, it is alayna. Alayna means upon us. Everything we said until now, we are putting on us now. See how smart we are doing this thing? We said at-tahiyyat, we said salat, we said tayyibat, we said salam to the Prophet, we said rahmat to the Prophet, barakat to the Prophet, and then we say salam is upon us now. Okay? Who are us? The people who are sitting with you. The people who are praying next to you, including you. Okay? Not only that, Alayna will include you and everybody which is with you, but we are also saying that there are some people who are not with us. They should also receive this salam. How is doing? Wa ala ibadillah. Okay? Abdun and badal. Abdun is slave or servant. Okay? One servant. Its plural is ibadun. Servants, slaves, plus Allahu. Combine them, it will become servants of Allah. Okay, slaves of Allah. Those who submit to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Combining them, we'll remove one dhamma here and this one pesh, and this becomes there. Ibadullah. Who? Ibadullahi. That's fine. Ibadullahi, but then Allah is before that. Allah is a harf jar. Harf jar will look at this word and change to kasra or zair. So for final word is Allah ibadillahi. Upon all those slaves of Allah, who are those? As-salihin. Okay. So what is the word here? Swad, lam, and ha. Salaha is to be righteous. A person who is righteous person is made by adding an alif. Abidun, salihun is a righteous person. Add the word wuna to make it plural. We just learned that when we add waw and noon, it becomes plural. So the word is salihuna. Okay. Then you put al before that and pronounce, it will become as-salihuna. If the word by itself is coming, it is as-salihuna, al-mu'minuna, al-muslimuna. That's okay. Now, this is coming as a sifat of ibad. Because we are talking about ibadullah, but what is their sifat? Is they are the righteous people. So when a word comes as a sifat or adjective, we have learned that in a plural, waw changes into a ya. So it becomes salihina. Okay? If it was by itself, it is as-salihuna. But it is coming as a sifat of ibad. Ibad has a zair under dal in the jar state. This is also a jar. Waw changes into ya. Ibado change into ibadi. Pesh change into zair. Waw change into ye. The same way. So this is the dua we are making. Briefly, I will just mention ashhadu. Sheen, ha, and dal means to bear a witness or to testify something. The grammar of af'alo, now you apply the grammar that we learned before. Alif will bring I do. Okay. Ashhadu, I bear witness. What is the witness I am bearing here? Point out two things in there. If you look in the first part of that, it says ashhadu an. But in the next line, I'm saying the same thing, ashhadu, but I'm saying anna there. Okay? What's difference between an and anna? Both have the same meaning, that. Anna is a full word, an is an abbreviated form of this word. Meaning is same. Okay? So in the first one we are using the abbreviated an, la ilaha illallah. The only thing I want to point out is that when you combine, when we're calling the azan, don't pronounce the noon. Al la ilaha. An, noon, and lam comes after that. Lam takes over the sound of noon. So you pronounce al la ilaha twice. Al la. Do not pronounce an la. Okay? Because la did that. The other thing I have mentioned before that the word is ilahun. Ilahun means a God. And if la comes before that, we read the kalama all the time, la changes these two pesh into one zabar, and pronunciation is la ilaha. That's the characteristics of la. Illallah, no one else except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then second part we are witnessing, I bear witness. Anna, this time we are using the full word. That. Anna, when it comes after a noun, it changes one thing. Word is Muhammadun. These are the things that we repeat all the time. Muhammadun is the word. Anna will look at the last letter and change these two pesh as to zabar. So the word becomes Muhammadan. Meaning does not change, but emphasis comes in there. Anna means definitely also. Anna has two meanings. Anna means surely, anna means that. Whichever meaning you apply, by putting the two zabar there and adding an alif, we are bringing the emphasis that Muhammad is the abduhu wa rasuluhu. Okay? So that is the part. This whole thing is called tashahhud. While you are sitting there and reading the whole thing, this dua, at-tahiyyatu, and the witness, bearing the witness, once for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and once for Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, combine them, this whole thing is called tashahhud. Tashahhud is the position, sitting and reciting the shahada. So this is the dua that we read in there, complete. So inshallah we'll stop here, and we will do tomorrow the rest of the part that we recite in the tashahhud position, which is Durud Sharif and couple other things.
Yeah, there's no harakat on noon, but the people is still
Say
yeah.
yeah.
They bring the noon sound from somewhere.
Yeah.
There is a ya there, right?